too. Knows about the grind. Bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. It's 1 o'clock. What's up, Nasties? Happy Tuesday. Well, look who decided to show up to work today. Joaquin Gage is back. Zachary Koob Kubusch is producing. I'm Hernan Salas. Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Fun show on top, but before we get there, welcome to the William Huff Studios here on the west side. We'll be moving soon, Joaquin, to the new studios. A lot more room for activities.
Really?
I'm excited. We'll be moving the William Huff Studios over there as well. But how you doing, man? Missed you yesterday. How was your weekend? I know it was the son's big birthday with the familia. You went to see Superman. How was everything?
It was good. It was good. Yeah. We Friday we went to go see Superman. Saturday had a party at my house with the whole family. My wife ordered all this stuff for dress up kind of things.
Yeah.
So we had but it was poker themed because we played poker that night.
Okay.
And so we had mustaches and bad glasses and hats and stuff. So lots of funny pictures with everyone else. I think I had a unibrow and a bad gray goatee or something, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We had some soul fried chicken.
Nice.
And it was
the cilantro flavor.
Yeah, my boy wanted a few different ones, so I got him those. And so, of course, the cilantro lime was.
I think that's the most popular one. Barbecue one's good. I like the one that comes with a mustard sauce. I think it's the onion one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Because
Really?
they used to have one with a ton of onions on it, I think.
I think that's the one.
Yeah, but they didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, they've changed it. They had a golden dust one that was kind of interesting too.
They're always changing their menus.
You might as well.
Yeah. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. I know you like Superman. I think you said off air that it's probably the best movie you've ever seen.
No. But it's... Look, I watching the previews and it's coming out. I was just like, ugh! I didn't like the look of it. So, and I was a fan of the last one with Henry Cavill, and I thought the Man of Steel was a great Superman. And after watching it sucks you in. It's a great story. I liked where they went with it, and it was very entertaining.
I might even watch it.
You might as it's great. Man.
Sure. Let's tee up the show today. Peter Aubry, Oilers' new goaltending coach, coming up in about 15 minutes. That should be a fun. I could have booked him yesterday, but I wanted you here because you're the goalie.
I wish you would have.
At 140, another round of heat and smoke. I think Hernan's on a huge win streak here.
Did you not lose the last time we played?
Did I?
I don't even keep track. Yeah. He just says he wins every week.
He loves to say he's awesome.
Inside the numbers, of course. And at 220, Eric Fawcett, we used to have him on at 1260 all the time. He was great at covering basketball. I know he did work for a college team in the U.S., but now he's an assistant coach with the Stingers. We'll get his kind of what his role is. I know he's working with a new company as well on the side, and he's also, like I said, with the Stingers, who are on a 6-game win streak, 8 games left on the season. They're back in action on Thursday, so that'll be a fun conversation. So really looking forward to the show. Rip City Step, maybe the new Oilers goalie coach is a NASCAR fan. Max Bezuzu, maybe the new coach thinks the Outsiders is an all-timer. Maybe the new coach has a fancy, tight-fitting leather coat.
I doubt it.
Mr. Sider, I'm not falling for your your stuff today. He says, maybe the new coach will let me borrow that tight-fitting leather coat. Max Mizuzu, knowing that soul fried chicken off white doesn't have a place to dine, the chicken doesn't hold up the drive home.
It did just fine, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it depends on how
far
you're
going.
going. Yeah. But you're pretty far from white.
Yeah, but what I did was I just I blasted the oven and then turned it off. Just throw it in there.
Oh, okay. You're a smart man. You're a smart man. Let's see. Yeah, because yesterday I went on I wanted people to feel sorry for me because I'm really enjoying NASCAR, but I have no one to talk to about. So I asked our Nasty if anyone wants to get into NASCAR so we can have a conversation.
Who do I know that's really into NASCAR? I don't think I know anyone that's... There's a guy in my... Oh, no, he's not into it. Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, what can you do?
I just don't have time.
It's
so hard.
It's a lot because they're it's
so
a lot
long.
long. And you know what? I recorded it on Sunday because the Elks were playing.
Okay.
Got back from the late kind of late afternoon. I watched it at night and I stayed off. I didn't know who won. It was awesome. That's why I was telling Koob, I'm actually a fan. Like I'm listening to the Kevin Harvick podcast every Tuesday because they break down the race. He's a former driver. And he has quality guests, and they're just so good. Like learning, right? Because there's so much to learn, man.
Yeah.
And I still have Indy recorded, and I don't know who won.
Really?
Yeah, I just haven't had time to watch it.
No, I love, because I usually watch the F1 races live just because I like getting up early and watching it, but I just shut everything off. I don't look at my phone. Don't do it. And watch the race, not knowing. Oh, it's great.
Jasmine, I heard F1 was unreal too. The movie with Brad Pitt, not actual F1. Hernan, sorry. Well, F1's also cool, Jasmine. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. They're off till next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they get a nice little break here. Yeah, good for them.
I think this is the equivalent to they used to have a big summer break, right? Where it was almost like the entire month of, I want to say like July was off, but it's a pretty quick turnaround now for everything. Because let's see, because they got Belgium on the 25th. Then the next week they're in Hungary. Oh, I guess it's almost the whole month of August off. So 1st to 3rd they're in Hungary, and then the 29th and 31st of August are in the Netherlands. So not a ton of and then it just goes nuts the last few months to pack it all in, which is cool.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, in these slow times right now, I mean, I think hockey's really going to slow down for sure, Joaquin. Especially going into August. Things will pick up closer to September and all that, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of auto racing on this show. I guess, your boy, Bowen Byram signs 2-year contract extension, 6.25. I still think they'll move him.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't expect Buffalo to be good again. This kid is such a good player, man.
He's
I remember
really
watching
good.
him in junior. You held him as a baby. I'm surprised because he was probably one of the most rumored names out there to get moved.
At the end of the year there, or around the trade? Or
no, like lately, like when free agency hit and all that. So I don't know. Good player, love him. I don't understand how Buffalo's this bad with that decor. Seriously, like Byram is a good player. Darling's a stud. Power, still young, learning the ways, but he's good. Do you know what I mean? Like they have 3 good
Especially
guys.
They're all left.
Yeah.
Like it's almost it's too much of one thing. And when you look at that lineup, oh God, yeah, it's just, I don't know. You can't, they're probably going to lose a lot of these guys or trade them away, which isn't great.
You think Kevin Adams, their GM, has half a season to turn this around? Because his heat is on fire right now.
Well, even what he said, he kind of was talking about trying to get people to Buffalo and said how it's so hard and mentioned that Like we have a lot of things going against us to get players to the Buffalo Sabres. One, I think he said like the weather, Buffalo.
Yeah.
So, 2 was the taxes or whatever. 3 is the success of the team. Like, so he was mentioning all, and it was just like, ugh, why are you mentioning all this stuff? But I mean, winning cures everything. I mean, the Bills just built a $2 billion stadium, right? If you have a successful team, I mean, you can't really compare the NHL to the NFL. I realize that, but when the Buffalo Sabres are good, I think the NHL is a much better league when the Buffalo Sabres are competitive and good.
And it's been a damn long time.
Oof.
Like, it's been long. Question from Max Pazuzu. Does the lefty-righty defense thing affect goalies at all, Gager?
Yep.
Okay.
More so, just from moving the puck, if you look at from in that way, and I've said this, the in a game where maybe I wasn't as busy as I normally was in other games, you're not getting any shots. How do you stay in it and how do you stay focused? One of the things I would do is every D pairing coming out, I would see who it is. Okay, they're a left-hand shot. If the team dumps it in or rims it out, you don't just stop it and just leave it there, right? You pull it off the boards. You put it in an area so when the D-man comes back and if he's getting chased, he doesn't have to. He can take it on his forehand and keep going right out the other side, right? Make it as easy as possible. So whether he's right or left meant you would keep it closer to the boards or pull it and get it closer to the net, right? Or put it in a safer position behind the net so it's not bouncing out. Those are the types of things that you have to be aware of with, and just passing it to them too, right? Most guys would prefer getting it on their forehand. So if you are stopping it and firing it to someone, you want to make sure that you know if they're left or right or where they want the puck. If they're fine with getting it on their backhand, who cares? But
yeah. No, it's a good question. Yeah, because you set it up differently, right? For all 6 guys, right?
Because you don't want to be just skating behind the net and trying to pick it up on your backhand and go.
Yeah.
Then you got to bring it to makes it way more difficult.
Very interesting. It's gonna. I mean, the goaltending position, coaching position here is the spotlight's like no other city, Joaquin. Like
well,
and that's what I want to ask Pete is. You're coming in, right? You're going to deal with a guy who's 25 years old in his 4th year, and you have the other guy who's a veteran, right? He's been around. He's well into his 30s. Like, how does he go about the process of not, how does that process start? Like, what you need to work on? What's your routine? How can I help? This is what I think you should do. You know what I mean? Because he's got to watch a ton of film on these guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah. That's why like we wanted him on. It's just how does that work between a new coach and guys that are kind of not settled into kind of what they think is best for them, right? Like how open-minded do these guys have to be?
Yeah, because I didn't have a full-time goalie coach until I played in Sweden.
Okay. Oh, okay. So how old were you?
29.
Okay. So
30.
you were kind of set in your ways.
Well, yeah, but even if you're 22-year-olds and going into the pro, you're still set in your ways. Like it's not like you just started playing goal 2 years ago.
No, but I mean, like it at 29 is a little bit different where you're like, I'm good. I'm just gonna roll with the way I think is best for me. Where at 22, you're maybe a little bit more open to.
No, I don't think. I mean, personalities might differ, right? And yeah, you're probably gonna get some bullheaded mules that say, no, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. I think you have to be open to certain aspects. I always heard like Devin Dubnyk was very confident goaltender, right? Like he was a confident individual in his abilities, and it took him, I think, and not that he was just part of a bad team here, but then he went to Nashville, couldn't crack the lineup, went to Montreal, and basically it was almost out of the league. And got a chance to go to Phoenix where Sean Burke got a hold of him and something clicked, something that he adjusted his game.
Yeah.
And started listening to I don't know what happened there, but I think that Sean Burke, just being a really good goalie in his own right, was able to see a lot of the things in himself that made him successful that he was able to add and implement into Devin Dubnyk's game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's considered one of the top guys, because it does seem when he gets his hands on, there's a unique mold, I think, that suits Sean Burke's coaching style.
Yeah.
I think it's big dudes, right?
Skinner.
Skinner, but I look at Mike Smith. I look at Dubnyk. I look at Hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all these, there's a definite mold, but what you're saying, it's goaltending is a lot like, if I were to do a comparable to another sport, it's a lot like golf, and a golf swing. So sometimes your game is, when you hear guys say, "Oh, it's as big as a beach ball." Just everything's working for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there could be just one little thing that goes wrong, and then your game just goes right in the pooper, and then you're trying to find it again. And that's why I always liked Stuart Skinner's game, because his foundational base is so strong with how he sets up. Like, I was all over the place, right? So for me, I had to get it all reined back in, but things start going wrong for him. He has that really good foundational base where he can fall back on and then try to get his game mentally and everything back to where it should be, where it's, I think you always have to be open to new ideas or certain, maybe a certain way to play certain different situations to see if they work or not. Or else you're just going to be doing the same things over and over and get picked apart.
So you said you got your first goalie coach at 29 in Sweden. How much?
But full-time. I had coaches throughout, but I'd have Dave Pryor, who was last I heard he was coaching in Vegas, but I think it's another guy I played with now that's the goalie coach in Vegas. Anyway, he would come in for like a week, right, and then leave.
Oh, okay.
And then he'd come back a few months later or whatever.
So for you, was it always just a back and forth, like you saying, "This is what I'm doing, this is how I feel comfortable," and then him saying, "Well, maybe you need to adjust this, maybe."
With Dave, it was more he would come watch a game and then talk after, and then come out and work with me a little bit after the next practice and stuff. Sweden was a lot more in depth and technical.
Okay,
but he was at every game, every practice.
So he'd watch you and then break down your play. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And we're going to get more in depth as Oilers' new goaltending coach, Peter Aubry, will join us next here on EST Afternoons. Don't forget, slam that thumbs up. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant, where it's 50% off the entire menu 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. On the other side of the break, Peter Aubry here on EST Afternoons. Text us 780-218-9999. We're back after the break. Here's Koob Sports Update.
Newly hired Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland joined the Nielsen Show this morning, expressing his excitement joining the team, stating, quote, "Our job as coaches is to always try and put players in positions of strength and to continue to build on their confidence." From San Jose Sharks legend Joe Thornton has rejoined the team as their player development coach and hockey operations advisor. Meanwhile, the Leafs have put Ty Voigt on waivers for the purpose of contract termination. The 22-year-old had 37 points in 63 ECHL games last season. In 7 games the NBA Summer League schedule, Minnesota plays Detroit, the Nets and Knicks throw down, while the Raptors take on the Nuggets. Toronto faces Denver at 6 o'clock. And WNBA action has 2 games on the schedule. Fever and Sun tipping off, while the Mystics battle the Sparks. And at 6, it's the MLB All-Star Game going down. Alejandro Kirk and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. representing the Blue Jays. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some doubly action this season with tickets starting at just $20. Their next home game is Saturday, August 2nd at 1 o'clock. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. goaltending.com. And newly hired Oilers goalie coach Peter Aubry joins us on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Koob Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
The commissioner of the Canadian Football League, Stuart Johnson.
One of the surprises, or one of the a newness for me, tailgating varied from market to market, but certainly was a focus of each market. When I walked around in Edmonton and got a taste of, by taste I mean the literal taste of that, I don't know if I've eaten that much meat that quickly in my life.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by South Ford Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means three things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
1:22. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, coming to you live from the William Huff Studios. We'll be moving this bad boy. Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with their new summer feature menu. Try their jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa and chips. Bold bites made for patio season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house. We're just ahead of Peter Aubry, Oilers' new goaltending coach, here on EST Afternoon. Slam that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat in Texas. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. As can hear Coop getting him ready here. About to roll. All good to go, Coop? Perfect. As we're very happy to bring into the show Edmonton Oilers' new goaltending coach, Peter Aubry. First off, welcome to Edmonton and congratulations on joining the Oilers, Pete. How excited how excited are you for this opportunity, and what does it mean to you and your family?
Well, thanks for the warm welcome to Edmonton. We appreciate that. And yeah, naturally, incredibly excited, all of us, not only to join an outstanding team, ready to take even one more step, but also, to be part of the city of Edmonton.
Peter, again, congratulations. This is a great opportunity. So take us through the initial steps of joining a new team, and what is the relationship building process of being the new goalie coach with established NHL goaltenders?
No, well, thanks. I guess going to that second part there with relationship building, I wish I could just tell you here's a secret sauce or what I'd like to use. I guess I'd like to think I'm fairly in tune and aware of others and their needs, and I recognize from my standpoint there's a certain level of how I carry myself and also showing competency, which builds trust. So, no, I've been fortunate to speak with both Calvin and Stuart, and again, our relationships are in the infancy, but no, it's been a nice start getting to know those guys.
Peter, like you said, coming into a team, you got two established goaltenders here. What's that process like once a camp kicks off and Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard have their routines, have their process? How does that start for you at camp, just dealing with the two goalies, kind of implementing kind of what you're seeing and what you want to do with them?
Well, again, even though camp's not terribly far away, just insofar as our whole process and steps. So let's just say if we're comparing it to a book, we're still in that introduction or chapter 1 right now. Yeah. So I'd be remiss to say, hey, this would be the plan in camp. When again, there's still plenty of conversations that need to take place between, the three of us of what puts them in the best position to perform immediately and also long-term throughout the season.
So we're joined by Peter Aubry, the newest member of the Oilers coaching staff. You'll be taking over as goaltending coach. Peter, I just wanted to ask you about what's your summer, what's left of it. What's the process like for you? You're coming to a new team, two goalies that you have to get familiar with. Is it a lot of film work? What's your summer look like just to get ready for the start of the season here in camp?
Yeah, I think a lot of that. Certainly plenty of film work, which I'll say a lot of that has been done, but now I think we can do another layer of dive even deeper. And again, it's working with others and following their leads a little bit where they see where their games are at the moment, perhaps some things that they really like that they've done in the past that we want to re-emphasize and make sure that stays a strength, and perhaps areas where they see, hey, we may have an opportunity to grow here with their games that way. And so far as summer for myself, like outside of video work or whatnot, yeah, it's a long season and it's a battle. And, I'm not going to tell you I'm on the NHL player get in shape program, but I'm not going to lie. I got to make sure I take care of myself physically and mentally as well. So like I said, be ready for that battle.
Peter, if it's okay, I want to give you a little bit of a case study here because I'm kind of fascinated about the process of everything, and you being a former goaltender as well. Once a game happens and one of the guys is playing and maybe plays well, there might be something that you see in that game that they could have done better, some things that they've done well, and how do those conversations happen after the game? Does it depend on the personnel? Do you try to get at it while it's fresh, so to speak, and have a discussion, or is it better to let it simmer a little bit and then go through that whole review of what happened during that game and then devising a plan moving forward from that point and building on that structure? Or what's your whole process, say, after a game?
Yeah, no, I think the biggest point that you mentioned there was like depending on the personnel, and I think that's a major factor in a lot of the decisions. And I guess part of the personnel is even myself. So I'm watching a game and certainly invested in that, and I need to make sure that what I thought I saw was indeed the case too. So not too eager to hop right into something right away. Mm-hmm. And just in my experience, typically right after even game may not be the best time. Just emotions are higher, good, bad, and different. And if it's a great performance, but maybe something lagged behind that needs attention, sometimes you can just discount it because you're all feeling good. And conversely, if things maybe didn't go the way we wanted to and there's something we didn't like, I think we need to have the right perspective and maybe a little bit more of a 10,000 foot view on that. So oftentimes waiting till the next day, I guess as a rule of thumb, is something I'd like to employ, and that's certainly not always the case or whatnot. But yeah, I'd like to make sure that just my impressions of the game, that's perhaps what did happen, because believe it or not, I can look at something afterwards and see, wow, that wasn't what I thought happened right there. So that's just what's going in my mind right there. But again, the conversations of reading where the goalies were, and like these guys are sharp guys. Like they're going to pinpoint too, hey, like let's talk about this specific play. And again, over the course of the season, they can be conversations that continue on. So I don't do a ton right after the game other than checking in with the guys, but I like to make sure through the video that I see if it's kind of what I thought, or maybe I have to adjust my own thinking first before we go to the players with something.
Peter Aubry, Oilers goaltending coach, joining us here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas. Peter, you're familiar with Stan Bowman. You spent a lot of years in the Blackhawks organization, specifically with Rockford there. Can you just talk about your time there and kind of the lessons and the goalies you got to work with down there?
Yeah, this is excellent. Love working for Stan in that organization. And again, fortunate to work with a lot of good coaches during my time there as well. And as you mentioned, goalie, same thing. Like, I've been really lucky throughout my career to work with some high-end guys, which have certainly impacted me, and take lessons from that in the immediate day-to-day, but also things that have affected me long term.
Okay, Peter, we got to get to the tough stuff here. We met before, I believe, in Germany at one point. When you were with the Essen Mosquitoes.
Yes. Okay.
So I think I was the guy coming in. And I remember meeting you in the dressing room there with Essen.
It's so now way after the fact. It's years, maybe not today on the radio show, but one of the funnier stories that I can share about my time in Essen or whatnot. But I almost set the apartment on fire and lost the team car all by accident in about 2 days. So we can save that for another day, but
okay.
It's funny now.
All right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I just I didn't know if our paths crossed at some shape or form, but I guess, that brief time, at least we were both just outside of Dusseldorf there for a little bit. But God, I didn't know you crashed the car.
Exactly.
Actually, now you're kind of sparking it. I think I remember someone telling me, he crashed the apartment almost, or burning down to the apartment. That all worked out.
We got out scot-free. Yeah, no doubt. But that was it was a tough time for me professionally, but now it's one of my better hockey stories.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Peter, this has been amazing. Look forward to meeting you down at camp once mid-September rolls along. We wish you nothing but success in your new position with the Edmonton Oilers. And like I said, hope to have you on once again, and all the best, and welcome to Edmonton.
Hey, guys. Thanks for the warm welcome. I appreciate it.
All right. That's Peter Aubry, the Oilers' new goaltending coach, and sounds like a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Seems like he gets it. Like the way he says he's going to approach the players. He's going to spend the summer watching film on the two guys, because he does it like he was in college. It's not like he was watching Skinner and Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he's already spoken to both goaltenders, which is not out of the norm.
No, yeah.
He worked with a lot of cool goaltenders, and I like that he said, he goes, I can't really talk about other goalies, but I mean, Lankinen, look at the step he took last year. Soderblom is an up-and-coming guy as well. So, yeah, it just seems like a good guy. Kind of brings a little bit of energy as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you two have to meet up for that story.
I'll try to wrangle it out of him there. I kind of remember that now. I should phone one of my old teammates on the team, because they would who knows if they'd remember it better, but...
Yeah, Linga says he tried to block that Gager.
yeah, I know. That's terrible.
No wonder they needed to bring Gager in. Peter was a wild man.
But I think I remember someone saying, he crashed the car.
Oh, boy. And you know what? Kudos to Koob. He kind of put this together yesterday.
Great job, Koob.
On the air. He's like, I remember Gager said he played for a team called the Mosquitoes, and then we were looking at his hockey DB, and he's like, wait, the years align.
Yeah, well, I thought I was crazy for a second, because I was looking at Aubry's hockey DB, as you do when you're not fully familiar with somebody. You're just checking them out online. So I looked at it. Yeah, the Mosquitoes came up and Essen. Was that Belzy? I've seen that somewhere. And I've had to study Joaquin Gage, because he always tests me on Gager questions for Zach to the Future. So it was in my head, and I asked Benny. He was like, no, that's not Belzy. And then I forgot about it, and Hernan, you brought it up. You're like, the Mosquitoes, huh? Is that Gager? And then we put it together, and I feel like an inspector or something like that. I feel like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. Now you're gonna be our guy. Find weird things about our guest. Mike and Thunder.
I don't think I'd find that story.
No.
Yeah.
Mike and Thunderbray says, what does Peter see as Skinner's biggest strength and biggest weakness? You know why I stayed away from those questions? Because
he doesn't know.
He's 2 days into the job, and he hasn't really watched these guys just yet, right? Maybe he watched the Stanley Cup Finals, Joaquin, but he's watching as a fan of hockey, right?
I mean, there's always a professional view of it that he's looking at, but I think if it would be premature to ask him that question. I think at this point.
We appreciate it, Mike and Thunderbray, and hoping to have him on maybe mid-season to see where he's at. And that's a great question. I know if we would have asked that, he would have been like, guys, I just don't really know right now. Yeah. And I mean, I think the lateral movement's going to come up, right? Like, because you've had an issue with that as well, going down too early. Not when they come down the wing and he kind of leans into the post.
Yeah, half of it, it's weird to say, but half of it's confidence too, right?
But you know what? The one thing I like about Skinner is he doesn't seem like a guy that gets rattled.
No, but I saw a definite sag in body language, I would say this year more so than the last few.
Yeah.
When it's going bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he mentioned it in his final interview of the season, looking down at the other end, looking at Bobrovsky. Nothing fazed him. He looked calm and cool, like it. And I kind of remember that feeling of looking down at the other end and go, God, that guy looks like he's faking it, but he looks really together right now. So you learn from other guys, even just playing against them.
Yeah. Well, and also Calvin Pickard, it's a different kind of confidence. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, just he's kind of like he's a quarter mile car, right?
Yeah.
He's just get it, bam, and go, right? Like, I don't know how long. I mean, he did it for a good stretch in the playoffs, though, man. That was impressive what Calvin
really
Pickard was able to do. But again, it wasn't only him. There was a definite turnaround with the team. And I know Oilers fans are looking for an upgrade in goal, but I don't. What does that look like?
There's no better options, right? Like realistic, Joaquin, right?
I just think you still haven't scratched the surface of what Stuart Skinner's can accomplish as an NHL guy. And maybe this is, I'm not saying this is going to fix everything, but maybe having Peter in will be the next logical step in the progression to make him a more consistent and a better goaltender. And that's already a good goaltender.
Yeah. Deaky Sparks says, Gager comparing golf to goalie is probably the best comparison for people that haven't played goalie. Because like golf, one part of your game may be really good. Like nothing beats you glove side high, but maybe the left to right is your kryptonite. Just like some guys have clubs or areas on the course they just can't hit. It's a lot to tie together. And then AJ in Montreal, Ron Lowe wasn't a goalie coach. Was he?
No, he just said expletive, stop the expletive puck. That's all you needed.
Yeah, he was kind of a goalie coach.
He was one of the great motivators.
Bones, what are you talking about, bro? All right. That was fun. That was a great conversation. We'll have it up. Of course, we'll clip some of that stuff. But he seems like an awesome guy, man. Awesome guy to kind of just sit down and have a beer and talk about his... He played a lot of years in Europe, Joaquin.
Yeah.
He never played in the Chell. A lot of years in Europe. Coached a lot of years at Rockford, part of the Blackhawks organization. Last 2 years he was in college. Now he joins the Edmonton Oilers and just seems overall like he's going to be really good for these two goalies. I'm very intrigued to see what happens here. All right, coming up next, it's another round of Heat and Smoke here on EST Afternoons. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. And of course, you can play along as well. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. We're back after the break. Here's our guy, Koob. Sports update time.
Moments ago on EST Afternoon's newly hired Oilers goalie coach Peter Aubry checked in to speak on his responsibilities in the new position, highlighting his approach working with goaltenders looking ahead to the season, stating that there's still plenty of conversations to take place. And on the Nielsen Show, Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland expressed his excitement joining the team, looking ahead to the season as well. And for the Sharks, Joe Thornton returns as the team's hockey operations advisor and player development coach, while in Toronto, Ty Voigt has been placed on waivers for the purpose of contract termination. Staying out east, the Jets have signed Sauce Gardner to a 4-year deal worth over $120 million, $30 million annually, $60 million guaranteed. The 24-year-old becomes the highest paid cornerback in the CFL or NFL. On the court, the Raptors and Nuggets tip off at 6, having a handful of other games, including the 76ers meeting the Pelicans, while in Golden State visiting Memphis. Elsewhere, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Alejandro Kirk are the two Jays suiting up for tonight's MLB All-Star Game, which gets going at 6 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Up next, it's hockey trivia with Heat and Smoke. I'm Zachary Koob, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
It's just new energy. Let's just put it that way. I think, like when things get stale, when it's the same message and it's the same voice. And, I really liked what I heard out of the assistant coach this morning. I want to start tomorrow. Whereas everybody else on the Oilers is like, oh my God, we've been to the final 2 years in a row and I just need a break from hockey. And well, how's that mentality going into the next season?
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
River Creek Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
.145, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Whistle Dog on the Nasty Chat. Ultimate Uno reverse card. Aubrey comes in and replaces Gage at EST. And you go be the goalie coach?
Oof.
No?
I don't know, man. I don't need that heat or smoke.
How long? Give me a month. How many months until fans are blaming Aubrey for the gold?
Month. I think we can cut that down to weeks.
How many weeks, Kate?
Probably 2 from this point on. I think it was a good interview. I think people liked it. So he's got at least a week.
Yeah. As soon as Skinner has that one bad game, oh baby, it's going.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting? Because Knobloch said yesterday, Joaquin, that at times last season the goaltending was really, really good, great.
Yeah.
And then at other times it just fell off a cliff. He didn't use those words, but it's pretty close to what he said. And remember we had Olev Kozak on, And he said the same thing about Skinner. He's either a top 5 goalie when he's on, or he's a bottom 5 goalie when he's off. There's no in between.
And that's what Dustin Schwartz couldn't get Skinner to the level. And this is not just him,
of course.
But I think there's a portion being around a guy on a regular basis for a few years. And look, sometimes you do have off years, and I do think that was an off year for Skinner. But you can't have that level of inconsistency because the gap is too far from his good game and his bad game. They got to close that gap up a little bit more, so it doesn't affect. It allows your team to play the exact same way all the time, which is one of the strengths of the Florida Panthers. Because Bob allowed a lot of goals, right?
Yeah,
but it didn't. There was a level of his play that was consistent throughout that allowed coaching staff, players, defensemen, defensive structure to play the exact same way that allows them to be successful.
And this is the thing I think also that fans have to understand, that even the Bob Brovskis of the world, the Vasilevskis, they allow 2, 3, 4 goals often, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like to sit here and think that Stuart Skinner can only allow 1 goal or get a shutout every game. It's because that's what it became last year. And I know it's not every fan. I know that. But a lot of the fans, man, they were all over him if he let in 1 goal. Well, he didn't. The other goalie got a shutout. Like you have to accept that goalies in the NHL are going to give up 3 goals.
I wish we had the software to just flip everything around for a goal, for and a goal against. And you look at whatever. Adam Henrique scoring a goal and everyone, what a shot.
Yeah.
And then the exact same.
Are we going to have to break down every goal against?
Oh, of course. Their job.
It's their job. All right, let's get to heat and smoke. It's another round. These two guys are saying Gage won last time. I need evidence. There's no evidence of that, but I'll give it to them. But Koob,
there's no evidence.
If you're ready, we're ready. Let's go. We want you to play along. Nasty Chat, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999.
Okay, somebody stop me.
All right. Well, of course, it's the least busiest week probably in sports. I mean, All-Star break for MLB even. Well, we had some great conversations still regarding the Oilers somehow in the middle of July, slowly trickling down some of the news throughout the year. But I'm going all over the place with this heat and smoke here. It is always hockey trivia, but I dove in on the hockey DBs a little bit for some of the new coaches for the Oilers. And my first question for you guys, and I think Gager won last week. So Hernan, being the loser, we
didn't play last week.
Or not last week, the last time we played. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We haven't played in a bit, actually. But I'd like to ask you, how many NHL games has newly hired Oilers skills coach Conor Allen played? How many NHL games does Conor Allen have under his belt?
243.
No. Gager?
There's too many Connors on this team. How many pro games has he played?
How many NHL
games? What's his name?
Conor Allen.
Conor Allen.
Is it closest to?
We'll do a couple rounds. Okay. I just want to see.
Let's go 56.
56. Gager, okay. Hernan, one more guess from you.
268.
268, okay. Gager?
I'll go with 104.
104. Gager was the closest with that first guess at 56. He's played 7 NHL games. He has a long career in the AHL. I don't have the exact numbers.
I was going off that, and I thought it was NHL for some reason.
Yeah, he's played well over 150, nearly 200 AHL games, if I can do some quick math here.
My bad.
No, and he's played in the Dell in Czechia. He finished his career in 2020, 2021.
In the Czech League?
In the Czech League. He played 4 seasons. He played for...
Did you play in the Czech
Plzeň?
League? Oh.
Who?
He played for...
Pilsen?
Sure. PLZENHC. Hradec. Kralov. I don't know if you know any of these names, but...
The Czech League's really skilled. So that's, There's a lot of hot dogging in that league.
Oh,
One year, he had 94 PIMs in 49 games. So
it's a good league, really good league.
he was a goon one season.
Oh, really?
It looked like, yeah. All the other numbers are quite spaced out, but I'm not sure if you guys will get this.
I thought I heard AHL games.
No, you didn't.
No, you have your headphones so loud.
Yeah,
you
how did you not?
NHL.
I heard it.
Yeah,
everyone else
Come
in
on.
the studio heard it through those headphones.
Whatever.
And
Let's
I'm
move.
probably yelling too. All right, I know you guys aren't going to get this one, but with Conor Allen, which team were those 7 games for? It was just one team.
Anaheim.
2013, 14, and 14, 15. Anaheim is not right.
Conor Allen, eh?
Conor Allen, yes, with one N. Conor, no E.
You know what's crazy, Joaquin? I was gonna say Anaheim.
I don't know why.
Florida.
No, it is an Eastern team.
Rangers.
Yes,
Damn it.
nice.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I gave him the hint.
That's not fair.
You were gonna get another crack at it anyway.
Whatever.
It don't matter.
There's a lot of teams. Lots
There
more
are a lot
questions,
of teams.
Hernan. Don't worry.
Let's go.
Don't worry. Yeah, we still got a few more questions, and then the next one that I have for you guys is where did newly hired Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland? Wait a minute. Yeah, where he played in the OHL. Which team did he win an OHL championship with? It was in I guess if you know your hockey history, it was 2002-2003 season. With which team? Gager? Or wait, no, Hernan.
No, it's Hernan.
Sorry.
Oshawa Generals.
Oshawa is incorrect.
Windsor Spitfires.
No.
Who else won? Oh, okay.
The Pete's. Peterborough Pete's.
No. Gager
London
won.
Knights.
London Knights. Good guess. Kitchener Rangers.
Ah,
The other Rangers. The Kitchener ones. Yes.
Crap.
Yes. So staying with McFarland.
Okay.
Where did he coach last year? Which team did he coach for last year? And Gager, you got the last guess. I think Hernan knows this. So
The
Hernan
Calgary Hitmen.
of the
That was my
WHL.
turn.
He just said it was my
No,
turn.
No.
You just pointed
I
at
went
me.
Gager, Hernan, Gager.
Okay.
Hernan,
Void that
Gager.
then.
So, no. It would be Hernan. It goes back and forth.
He said he thinks you know this already.
Oh, sorry.
And you
I think-
blurted it out.
Yes. Oh,
Whatever,
it was
give it to
Hernan's
him.
turn.
He
It's
cheats.
Whatever. Yeah, he wins every week
Cheats.
anyway. Yeah. That's how he wins. He
It's on
wins.
his screen anyway. You just looked it up.
No, I didn't.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, of course, with the new coaches being hired, Paul Coffey is shifting back to a special advisory role for hockey operations and ownership under Daryl Cates and the rest of the people in the front office. Do you guys know what year did Paul Coffey win his first James Norris Memorial Trophy? And that would be Gager's guess. Which
87.
No.
86.
No.
Damn.
I'll give you a couple. cracks.
89.
No.
85.
Yeah, sure, Hernan. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Why?
No,
When was it?
When was it?
1984, 85. It's right. You got
Oh,
it.
okay,
You got it
okay.
right. But you guys
Right,
had to
right,
give
right.
4 guesses. I mean, come on. There's only 10 years in the 80s, 9 years in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
I get
Had
it.
to
I
go
get it.
through
I get
4.
it.
I
So
know.
what's the score? 1-1.
It's 2-2.
Oh.
Yeah. But like you should be void. You should just automatically lose
2-2.
anyway.
Jordan. It's Jordan right now.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I'll tell you.
All right, boys. Please do. Yeah. No, we can talk about it right now. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know. I ran out of kind of questions for the coaches. I didn't think you guys would get any of the nitty gritty kind of stuff. So I went around some hockey legends. And I was looking at Teemu Selanne's hockey DB. I'm curious, guys. Do you know how many teams Teemu Selanne played for in his NHL career? Gager, you get the first crack.
That would be 4.
Yes. It is 4. Do you know? Can you name the 4?
Jets. The Avalanche.
Yep.
The Ducks. And oh shoot, who was the other one?
I had those 3. I didn't know it was 4.
It's 4. Isn't it?
You said Jets, Avs,
Jets, Avs, Ducks.
You're forgetting one.
Was it the Sharks?
Yeah.
Was it?
It was, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that until looking at this. I'm sorry. It's a very...
I can't see him leaving California. That's all.
Well, San Jose. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember him on the Sharks.
I don't remember him on the Sharks, so.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-2. Final question, Coop.
All right, well, the only thing you can do is tie it up.
Yeah.
Hernan, how many teams did Sergei Fedorov play for in the NHL?
Ooh, good one.
Sergei.
Of course, he's known as a Red Wing, so that's an easy gimme.
The greatest.
I'm going to say 2.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Gager. You guys both get a couple. I know.
He was...
Okay, he played from 90, 91, was on the Red Wings for over 10 seasons, and then finished his career in 2008. 2009. No.
So wait. So let's go through. So Detroit.
Yes.
Florida.
Sure.
No, actually, he didn't play.
He didn't play in Florida?
No.
Okay, not Florida. Why did I think Florida? Detroit, Washington.
Sure.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
And where else did he go?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Nashville?
2 teams that aren't really like in the limelight, right? Well, I guess Gager, you win this one, so I'll give you the
what are the teams though?
Yeah, what
yes,
is
yes. They are, so he started with the Red Wings, of course, and shifted in 2003, 2004 with the Mighty Ducks for 2 seasons. Yeah.
Wow.
And then, midway through the season, he actually only played 5 games in 05-06 with the Ducks before joining the Blue Jackets. And then wrapped up his career with the Capitals from 2007 to 09. He also, he left Columbus midway through the 07-08 season to join the Caps and then wrapped up his NHL career there. Played 3 seasons in the KHL after that too.
Well, congratulations, Gager. Man, that's good trivia. I had no idea he played on those teams.
Forgot.
Man. That's crazy.
That's why I was like,
but he's one of those players where even if he was out there, I'd say that's a different Fedorov.
It's not even close to the Detroit. It's not even close. That was another round of heat and smoke. Gager's back in the win column. Big Uke says, rolled back. Who pointed and called Hernan's name before the answer? Clean point to Hernan. Thank you.
It was.
The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Steve Earle and the Reckless Kelly. July 25th. And as we head into August, Bay City Rollers roll in on August 7th. Hit up rivercreeresort.com for tickets or hit up the River Cree box office. Hour 2 coming up here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk.
The Lock Shop.
Shout out to Dixon Sider in chat. He says, was Steve Ogilsang at CTV Winnipeg with Darren Drager? That probably would have been at the same time. Drager would have been more the reporter. And Dixon Sider mentions Chris Jericho, also a product of the Red River Creecom program.
You know what you're saying with Dixon's name there, hey, buddy?
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown, July 18th and 19th at Rad Torque Raceway's Western Cup. Catch the late models, hobby stocks, mini stocks, 600s, and the sprints in a spectacular display of speed, skill, and sideways racing action. The Western Cup, a true celebration of dirt track racing at its finest for all ages. July 18th and 19th at Rad Torque Raceway, just off Highway 2 on Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26th. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta Highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Newly hired Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland and goaltender coach Peter Aubry joined EST today, having McFarland check in on the Nielsen Show, chatting about his role with the team, his pathway into coaching, expressing his excitement to get things going with the Oilers, while Aubry shared his approach to coaching a tandem in the crease, while adding what he's been doing for prep for the upcoming season. Meanwhile, Joe Thornton rejoins the Sharks as the team's hockey operations advisor and player development coach, while Ty Void is set to have his contract terminated, being placed on unconditional waivers by the Maple Leafs. In NFL news, 24-year-old Sauce Gardner gets the bag as the highest paid cornerback in the league, getting a 4-year deal worth over $120 million total, $60 million guaranteed. In NBA news, Summer League action as 7 games. Raptors battling the Nuggets. OKC playing Orlando while the Trailblazers duke it out against the Pelicans. And the MLB All-Star Game is scheduled for 6 o'clock. Jays having 2 players in the game, Alejandro Kirk and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I'm Zachary Koob. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Show 3, hour 2 here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. How you doing out there? Fun first hour. Heat and smoke. Oilers' new goaltending coach, Peter Aubry. He was fantastic. Him and Gage across paths at one point. Just awesome. Coming up, Eric Fawcett. He's the Stingers' assistant coach. Used to be a regular on 1260. Him and Swain Dog used to be our local kind of basketball guys. And we'll just have a quick chat. Stingers are rolling right now. That'll be fun. That's coming up at 2:20. Inside the Numbers coming up shortly. This day in sports history. And we'll have some fun stuff as we always do. Joaquin, you ever have Grand Marnier on the rocks?
No.
Oh, okay.
You?
Yeah. Yesterday was National Grand Marnier Day.
Was it?
You've never tasted it?
Probably have.
You probably have. It's bougie, right?
Is
kind of. Yeah. Like, you don't see many people go to a bar and say, can I get a Grand Marnier? Yeah.
No one I hang out with.
Yeah, me either.
Why?
I tried. It was, no, I was just talking
good?
about.
What is it?
It's a liqueur.
Just a liqueur?
Yeah,
like an orange liqueur?
No, it's not orange, but like, it's like a whiskey on the rocks, bro. Something similar to that. And
Okay.
I know you like your whiskey and your scotch.
I like tequila. What are you talking about?
No.
I'm all about No, I've changed. I'm no longer a whiskey guy.
You're no longer a whiskey
No scotch. It's all tequila.
Before we get going, I want to wish happy birthday to my niece,
Oh,
Natalie.
nice.
26.
26. My gosh.
Happy birthday, my girl. We love you. I'll see you later today with your gift. I'm so proud of her. She's a nurse down at the University Hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's a lot.
I bet.
Yeah. Busy. But I wish my beautiful niece, Natalie, a happy birthday. Grand Marnier is an orange flavored liqueur. Yeah. Okay. But you can't really like...
Is it orange flavored? No.
I don't think it's that. Like, I think it's
like triple sec, isn't it?
No, because no.
Triple sec is an orange liqueur too.
Is it?
It doesn't matter. Just put it in front of you and you'll drink it, I guess. Hey?
Inside the numbers for Play Alberta. Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement, featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. So last night I was thinking about Darnell Nurse.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. It goes to show you that I need to improve my life. I'm thinking of Darnell Nurse. No, I'm kidding. Because there was a good thread on Twitter. Some Oiler fans were talking about it. There's a good breakdown of kind of what he's become. I'm going to pose this question to you. I mean, it's slow right now. Why not? Let's talk a little bit of the Oilers for Inside the Numbers. A minute and a half to go in the game. The Oilers are up one goal. Okay, Joaquin? You throw out your right defenseman. That's your shutdown guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can only pick one of Darnell Nurse or Brett Kulak to put out there with the other guy to hold the lead. Who are you taking, Darnell Nurse or Brett Kulak?
Okay, you have to put this into some context too. Yeah, I guess like if I look at it, it has to be Darnell Nurse, or he's the one you should be.
But based on what your eyes have seen,
what I've seen,
yeah, not what should be, what Joaquin would do as a coach.
I throw Darnell Nurse out there.
Seriously?
No, but I just don't.
Like, be honest.
I want to throw Kulak out there. Tell you the truth.
Then say Kulak.
I say Kulak
because this is where I'm at.
My favorite player.
Darnell Nurse is a very interesting player. He's 30 years old. You know, I never bought into, you know, like the whole the Pronger comparisons and stuff when he was young. I didn't see that kind of player. Right? Like he was good. He has a lot of tools. He's up and down, but I never bought into that he'd be the Chris Pronger type, right?
Okay.
Because we were talking, what were we talking about over there about Darnell? If he was on the Florida Panthers, where would he be in the depth chart? He'd be on the third pair.
Okay, let me just confirm.
Sorry, I'm all over the place. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we were talking about if Darnell Nurse was on the Florida Panthers, where would he be, right? And right now, it's Jones, or it's Ekblad and Gustav and Forsling, and it's Jones and Mikkola, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Kulikov and
Schmidt. He's not playing ahead of Forsling.
Well, Ekblad and Jones, he's not playing ahead of. So there's two. So he's already three. Forsling, nope.
Mikkola,
so now he's four. Mikkola was, he plays just a steady, hard nose style. No. So yeah, he's probably playing with Kulikov or battling Jeff Petrie for that position as it looks right now.
Okay, because I'm going to get to my point at the end of this. In the Canadian division season, in 56 games, he had 36 points. He knocked it out of the park. He was a plus 27. He was really good. But you only played, 7 other teams or 6 other teams, whatever it was?
One of those teams went to the Stanley Cup final.
No, fair enough. What I'm saying is, at that time, there was no Ekholm on the team. You knew Klefbom wasn't coming back. He was your guy.
Sometimes the stars align for you. You hit the numbers come up in the lottery, and what Darnell Nurse did that year, and it was perfect timing too. This is what we said. It was perfect timing of the whole thing because he was getting better, right? And Klefbom was gone. What's going to happen? Who's going to replace Klefbom? Darnell Nurse. He goes in and lights the world on fire with his play. Is mentioned with the other top defensemen coming up for contracts in that season. And it was like, oh, he's taking a step. This is going to be what Darnell Nurse, and it was an outlier. He had a great season. He had the Nuge 100-point season.
Yeah.
Is the Nuge going to have 100 points again?
Hell no.
No. And
we were asking, where would Nuge fit in the Florida lineup?
Okay, that's tomorrow's.
No, okay. No, but we're using it as a comparison.
We need stuff to talk about here. Come on. Don't waste all our stuff. No, it just, and it aligned perfectly. But yeah, if you're looking at that, and that's a really good defensive core, okay?
No, I know.
And there's probably a time where he's probably steps up in there. But as of right now, yeah. Darnell Nurse is probably more like he's a $6.5 to $7.5 million player.
And I'm over the contract, Joaquin, because at this point it's what the market was set with Seth Jones and Werenski, and like you said, it was perfect timing for him because he was the only defenseman the Oilers had that could play those minutes. So he got paid. So whatever, we're 3 years into that deal. We got a ways to go. Again, this is not to knock Darnell Nurse. We're talking about what he has become at 30 years old. Because going forward, Joaquin, in the argument that was being made on Twitter is this is a guy that you need to take minutes away from.
No.
But wait. This is the argument. Because he struggles with more minutes. And the other argument that I found very interesting, take him off the PK. Because he struggles mightily. He's the most scored on Oilers defenseman when it comes to the PK. Now, I know there's a lot of context. He played with so many different partners this year because they couldn't find one. And then the third point is he doesn't make his partners better. Like he always needs kind of like that guy that can settle him down. Of those 3 points, do you agree with any of them?
Okay, so let's touch on the last one. The trying to find the partner.
Yeah,
it's concerning because at 30 years old now, you should be able to play with just about anybody, you know?
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter anymore. Look, Darnell Nurse last year was a better year for him.
Yes.
It was better.
Yes.
100%. Right? We can agree on that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Even his playoffs were a lot better, I would say.
Yes. He started to tail off though.
Yeah. But you need more from him. And it's the same thing I said last summer. You need way more from Darnell Nurse this year. And
can you though, Joaquin? Where he is in his career.
I think so. And it's a weird way of looking at it.
Okay.
Because he has gotten, I think, to the NHL on a lot of his physical gifts, right? He's a good skater. He's strong. He's big. But there's a component that I think he's been able to not have to rely on too much, and that's just the ability to recognize the situations and observe and make the correct play. Like go to where the puck is going to be, not where the puck's at, kind of thing. And I think just because he's so able to do it, he could cover up for a lot of those mistakes with his ability. Now, you're starting to get up there in age.
Yeah.
You're not as quick as you were when you were 23, 24, right? Father Time is undefeated. And this might, what we're seeing, and I'm hopeful for this, but these next 3-4 years, I think you will see the best Darnell Nurse that we've seen, because now the game has to become more cerebral for him. I hope he can do that, but I think with his experience of what he's done in the NHL, you just start thinking the game a little bit better.
Okay, so Darnell Nurse the last 5 years, 33 points, 32, 43, 35, 36. Our biggest issue with Darnell Nurse is his lapses in the defensive, right?
It's kind of a little bit of the Bouchard thing, like the mistakes.
Not so much with the puck on his stick, but just the covering aspect of
when was it? Gosh, that was funny when block, like he kind of was on all fours and he stuck his butt out to try to stop the puck.
Yeah.
That was,
it's frustrating.
I hate, because what's his greatest attribute as a hockey player? What do you think it is?
Skating.
Why leave your feet then?
Exactly.
Why, why you're essentially, every time Darnell Nurse goes down and he's dropping his stick, essentially, right? Stay on your feet, man. And if you're gonna block, I know he goes into that half thing, but as a goaltender, I would hate it. I would absolutely hate it, because all you're doing is creating problems. You're taking yourself out of the play. Yeah. If the puck gets past you, it's probably going to hit me and create a rebound because I can't see it. Like it is so inefficient to play that halfway style and just trying to get in the way. It makes no sense.
So the thread I was seeing on Twitter was, and I wish I could remember the gentleman's name. He does great work. I'm drawing a blank. It's just that I guess he's stating the case where Kulak should be the number 2 left defenseman. Nurse should be the third pairing left. And he presents numbers and analytics and all that stuff, saying, and he's not saying lower his ice time drastically, like to 12 minutes, but don't play him as much as you are, because he struggles with more minutes. Don't play him on the PK.
Oh, yeah. No, you need him on the PK. He does a lot of really good things.
But I'll give you this. So last year, in 130 minutes and 40 seconds time on ice, shorthanded, Darnell Nurse was on for 26 goals against, which is the most on the Oilers. To compare it to Brett Kulak, the other left shot defenseman, Kulak played 141 minutes shorthanded. He was only on for 17. So there's a good argument there where I'm saying that, listen, Joaquin, I don't see this coaching staff playing Darnell Nurse on the third pair.
No.
But I'm saying on Twitter what this thread was showing was maybe they should, because there's better left defensemen right now, especially when it comes to playing defense, because I just read you his points. Like, is Darnell Nurse more of an offensive guy than he is defensive? You don't think so?
No.
Because he still puts up points. I mean, he only scored 5 goals last year, but he had 28 assists. He had 10 goals and then 12 the year, but his highest was 16. Like, do you think he's that good offensively?
Yeah, that's where he is. Yeah. So he's a 35 to 45 point defenseman.
But that's good offensively.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Is he more offensive than defensive now?
No.
No?
No, the strength of his game has to be defensive.
But it's not. That's the point.
I know. Yeah, but it has to be.
Okay.
The Pronger comparisons have to be the when he's on the ice, the other team just doesn't score. Right? He shuts stuff down. Yeah. He breaks cycles. Those types of things, which he does.
So I guess all we're saying is we're comparing Kulak and Nurse, and should they be playing more similar minutes? Should Kulak sometimes play more than Darnell Nurse? Because for me, Kulak is a steady Eddie. He rarely makes a mistake.
Yeah,
he does, because it's part of the game. You're going to make mistakes. But when I see Kulak, I'm never worried about him.
No, he reads the defensive play so well. And again, his greatest attribute is his skating too, right? Like it's the way he can get back for pucks and recover. And I think that's why they worked well together a lot of the time.
So I agree. Like they're not taking him off the PK. No matter what the numbers suggest, he's not very good at the PK. And I understand.
Well, the whole team sucked.
Yeah, sure. That's another good point.
So everyone has to be better on the PK. Like who's your PKers?
Ekholm, Kulak, Emberson, and
Ekholm,
then probably Nurse, because Bouchard's not good at it.
No, Bouchard doesn't kill penalties.
Wallman struggled on the PK.
He did a little bit too.
So that's kind of what we're getting at here. It's just it was a very interesting thread. I was like, I'm going to bring this up on the show. It's an interesting conversation to have. Do you bring back his minutes? Do you give Kulak more? is Darnell Nurse your third left defenseman? So we'll continue that conversation. Lots coming in on the good old nasty chat. Hit us up on the River Korea inbox, 780-218-9999. We got to get out because we got Eric Fawcett, Stingers assistant coach, joining us here on the other side of the break. Here's Koob with a sports update.
Newly hired Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland joined the Nielsen Show this morning, expressing his excitement joining the team, stating, quote, "Our job as coaches is to always try and put players in positions of strength and to continue to build on their confidence." And on EST Afternoon's last hour, goaltending coach Peter Aubry checked in, breaking down his approach in teaching netminders while recapping his path in teaching the game. From San Jose Sharks legend Joe Thornton is rejoining the team as their player development coach and hockey operations advisor. While in New York, the Jets make Sauce Gardner the highest paid cornerback in the NFL, giving him a 4-year deal, $60 million guaranteed, worth up to $120 million total. 7 games dot the NBA Summer League schedule. Minnesota playing Detroit, the Nets and Knicks throwing down, while the Raptors take on the Nuggets. Toronto facing Denver at 6 o'clock. In the women's game, it's a Fever and Sun tipping off while the Mystics battle the Sparks. And at 6, MLB All-Star Game goes down. Alejandro Kirk and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. representing the Blue Jays. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Stingers assistant coach Eric Fawcett checks in on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Koob, keeping you up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Now the head coach of the Colorado Eagles. It is Mark Letestu checking in.
For me, Todd was the best coach I had at explaining why. I thought that was pretty powerful. Paul Maurice was probably the best coach I've ever been in the room with, delivering a message in the fewest amount of words. I heard from a coach one time that the best coaches are usually the best thieves, taking ideas, making them your own, and selling it.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
River Creek Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.225, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on this Tuesday afternoon. Fun conversation, Nurse, Kulak. Some interesting numbers, some interesting takes for sure. We'll get to those. But first, we got to get to Eric Fawcett. He's the Edmonton Stingers assistant coach. We'll try to get him back here. Should be connecting here soon. In the meantime, Joaquin, I'll read some messages to the River Cree inbox. Krager says, a goalie needs to excel at goaltending. A defenseman needs to excel at defending. A forward needs to excel at offense. Adding to these three main requirements is just a bonus. So what Craigor's saying is that sure, the points are great, but he needs to be like his number one attribute has to be he's a hell of a defender.
Yeah.
And he's not right now.
Yeah.
Andrew the accountant says, everyone talks about the negative value on Nurse's contract, but they never mention the positive value of Ekholm. Sure, Nurse might be a $6 million D-man, but you could argue Ekholm is a $9 million D-man. Do you agree with that? I mean, last year he was.
Yeah, no.
Last year in the playoffs, he struggled. And that's fair. Luke in Cowtown. At the time Jones got traded to the Panthers, he and Nurse were both considered contract busts. Now he's considered one of their top D-men. But
Jones, he played in Chicago.
Yes,
like
we can't forget that.
You can't he came from, I believe, Columbus. Correct? That's where he was with Werenski. Like, and they were good. And I never thought that contract was a bust on Jones, just because of what I saw him doing in Columbus on a regular basis. So he was just
all right. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Don't forget that thought, Joaquin.
I won't.
As we're now pleased to welcome in to the show, Edmonton Stingers assistant coach, one of our old pals at 1260, Eric Fawcett. How you doing, my friend? It's been a long, long time. Oh, you got to get your mic on, Eric. I think you're muted right now.
There we go. Me now?
Yeah, there we go.
So sorry about that. I mean, hey, it must have been a little while because this is all new tech since I last joined you, and it was dropping me out. But as long as we're here now, that's great.
Eric, just talk to us first off about your role with the team. I know you do some analytical stuff as well. You're listed as an assistant coach. Just tell us what your role is with the Edmonton Stingers.
Yes, this is my third year with the team. I started when head coach Jordan Baker took over 3 years ago. Started as a video coordinator, doing a lot of scouting. And while that's still a big part of what I do, I got up to an assistant coach title last season. So this is my second in the assistant role. So definitely still pretty passionate about the kind of X's and O's, the scheme side of the game. And for that reason, I do a lot of scouting, particularly with the teams in the West that we play a lot and that we need to beat here moving forward to accomplish our goals.
So, tell us maybe some of our listeners who are not too familiar with the Stingers, and they know of the success over the prior few seasons. What can you tell us about this year's Stingers basketball team? You said that you need to win a few coming down the stretch here, but what kind of team are they?
Yeah, so I would say we're a ton of fun to watch, and it's a lot of fun to be at the games, and a lot of that is due to the incredible ownership group and the incredible in-game experience, people involved with making it really fun to be out there. But we also play a really fun style on the court. We play very fast. We play very together. We're deep. We wear teams down, and I think that the guys play with a lot of joy. You see that with the way that they interact with each other, interact with the fans, to be honest, but really in the way that they approach the game. They have a lot of respect for the game, and they play hard, they play fast, and a lot of them do it with smiles on their face. And I think that that's something that has really embodied what this particular group has been so far.
Edmonton Stingers assistant coach Eric Fawcett joining us here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas. Let's just look at recently a 10-6 record, third in the Western Conference, currently on a 6-game win streak. You guys' next game's up on Thursday in Ottawa. But why such success in these last 6 games, Eric?
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a slower start. I mean, you mentioned our record, but we're riding a 6-game streak right now, hottest team in the league. And, there was definitely there's a couple personnel changes. This league is always going to have a bit of a transient nature with rosters changing. That is not specific to us. So there were some changes there, and I do think you started to see the team really gel and really start to grasp a lot of the concepts we have. I would say that our system is a little bit more complex than what a lot of guys are used to in this league. We don't have a lot of time in training camp. A lot of our guys are finishing their seasons up in Europe or the G League, and then they come to us. So we don't have really long off seasons, long training camps to really grasp the concepts that we want to use that are probably a little bit more complex than you're going to see with some other teams in the league. So, early that probably didn't behoove us, and we didn't execute at a particularly high level. and it led to some losses that we'd certainly like to have back. But once we kind of got the group together that we knew we were going to ride with for the rest of the season, and those guys had the opportunity to grasp what we wanted, to get chemistry with each other, you're obviously seeing a lot of success with a 6-game winning streak here. And what was really impressive in our last game, which was a road game in Scarborough, to be quite honest, we didn't play very well at all. I thought we had a pretty disappointing effort, and we still won. And I think that that's kind of a mark of a team that's starting to really come together. Yeah, we've had some games at home, and some people listening to this probably came out to Expo and saw us, and we are running up and down, scoring in transition, hitting threes. Keon Ambrose Hilton's throwing down monster dunks. That's all well and good. But for us to go on the road and not play our best basketball and be able to get a win, that was something that really showed that, hey, maybe we've got something special here.
Eric, I know it sometimes can be challenging around this time of year for teams losing players. With the, I believe, 8 games left in the regular season, are you going to be able to keep everyone together? Is everyone going to be staying with the team and throughout hopefully the first few rounds of the playoffs?
Yeah, so I that not really anything I can totally comment on, but I will say when you see some of the teams that have lost players to Summer League, that is an institutional decision to go after players that you know are going to be gone. And Jordan Baker, our head coach, who is also our general manager, has been, I think, really intelligently located guys that are a little bit older, that aren't looking to necessarily chase that Summer League dream. And we didn't have anyone leave for Summer League. Pretty much everyone else in the league had players go to Summer League. And believe me, we have players that are good enough that could have gone and could have done very well for themselves, and instead stayed at Edmonton, where they wanted to continue to play winning basketball, win a championship, and have their dreams of their next kind of pro stop come from that. So to be honest, I have a lot of respect for what Jordan did in the front office there to go after guys that weren't going to leave. So again, some teams lost guys, and they look and they say, oh, well, we lost guys, we're going to have a couple tough weeks because some guys are at Summer League. They are, but that's a decision that they made to bring in those kinds of guys. Baker was really smart, in my opinion, to get guys that were going to stay around, and that's part of the reason we've had success. So again, for the short term, we didn't have any guys leave for Summer League. I'll say that. So we're going in and just played a Scarborough team that was missing some guys, and we'll play an Ottawa team that's a couple games in up. Vancouver lost a couple guys. We play them, and they'll be a little shorthanded, and that's another opportunity for us to rattle off some more wins.
Eric, one of your players having an incredible season, Sean East, third in the league in points, obviously leads the Stingers. What can you tell people that are going out to the remaining games and heading into the playoffs about this player, Sean East?
You know what? There was a video that our social team made before the season, and I don't know. I haven't seen all these videos, but I did happen to capture one before a game during warm up the other day, where they were asking players what their favorite highlights were. Like, if you could have any highlight, what would it be? So some guys are like, oh, I want to have a crossover and break a guy's ankles and hit a step back three.
Yeah.
Or some guys were like, oh, I want to have a massive poster dunk. That's the highlight I want. And it goes to Sean East, and Sean just thinks for a second, he thinks for another second, and then he says, you know what? Honestly, I love playing basketball, and whatever happens, happens. And I think that was honestly a great way of talking about the way that Sean approaches the game. He's not someone who goes and chases individual numbers, but still, because he's such a smart player and such a unselfish player, the ball just seems to find him, and when it does, he makes the right plays. And that's why you're seeing a guy who's putting up incredible numbers on incredible efficiency. So you're seeing through the start of our season, his 3-point numbers are incredible. He just had his only really bad 3-point shooting game of the season against Scarborough. So maybe it dropped him below 50%, but going in, he was shooting above 50% from three. He was shooting above 90% from the free throw line. He is someone who does not get sped up. He controls pace. He makes everyone play to his style, and someone who, again, is very capable of going and scoring in isolation and going to get one on his own, but he always looks for his teammates first and is incredibly unselfish. So through the couple of years I've been with the Stingers here, we've always been a deep team, one that has defended at a really good level, but anyone who watched any broadcast would know that the announcers, all they talked about was, but Edmonton doesn't have that star player. They don't have that lead guard who can go and score, and we still have the depth. We still have a team that plays unselfishly, and now we do have that guy who can go and get us one whenever we need it. So he's been just a ton of fun to have. He's a tremendous leader, a tremendous teammate, and I've been so thrilled to have him in Edmonton.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just seeing his numbers and some of it, like you said, his highlight packages that your social team puts out there are just absolutely fantastic. Eric, before we let you go, I don't know if you know our boss here, Dustin Nielsen. He's a big LeBron guy. The top, I think they just ranked the best players ever in the NBA. For you, LeBron or MJ?
Oh, wow. You really, what a curveball. Wow, this is going to get me in trouble, I think. I think with a question like this, you're almost less debating players and you're more debating eras. And to me, I think basketball over the last 10, 15 years is better than it's ever been. I think the way that players are trained now, the way that there are schemes to take away what players do the best at, scouting is at an all-time high. It is so hard to be a really good player. I think this is the hardest generation there ever has been to be a really good player. And for that reason, while I think that MJ dominated his era more than LeBron dominated his era, I do think overall LeBron is the greatest player of all time. So I'm sorry to those I offended, but that is where I'm going to land on this one.
We can't give Dusty any more people joining his bandwagon.
Sorry, we're cutting that last bit.
That's all good. I respect that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I love the era comparison there. It's true. But Eric, it's been great catching up. Good luck on Thursday in Ottawa and the rest of the season, and we hope to make it out to a game here before the season wraps up.
Thank you. If you don't mind me just spending 30 seconds here, because of K-Days, we're out of our building for quite a while now. We don't have home games for the next 2 weeks, but then we have 4 in really quick succession to start in August. So if you're listening to this and you're really looking to come out to a game, just really key in on the start of August. There's going to be a bunch of opportunities to see us, and we'll be chasing down a good spot there in playoff position, and hopefully we're hosting a playoff game as well. So for those of you who might just be trying to get involved watching some Stingers basketball, not a great time to do it right now while we're going to be on the road a ton, but the time will come that there'll be you can rattle off a few games. So would really encourage people to do that. Get a free account on CBL.com where you can watch our games, stream them for free, or on TSN as well. So I just want to give people some opportunities how they can check us out.
No, that's great info, Eric. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and best of luck on Thursday.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
All right, that's Eric Fawcett, Stingers assistant coach. Great guy. Absolutely great. Except for his LeBron take.
Yeah. Cool website, too, the CEBO website.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great. It's great. We got to get out to a game, Gage.
I know. Well, my best friend, Damon Bunting, invited me, so I'll probably go with him.
Oh, nice. You guys are best friends now?
Best friends.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, we got to close it out here as we'll get you ready for Reed Wilkins, J-Man. They got a loaded show from 3 to 6. We've got one more segment to go. We'll get to some more Nurse and Kulak discussion and This Day in Sports and National Days and all that fun stuff here on EST Afternoon. Keep slamming that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
Earlier on EST Afternoon's newly hired Oilers goalie coach Peter Aubry checked in to speak on his responsibilities in the position, his approach to working with goaltenders looking ahead to next season, stating that there's still plenty of conversations to take place. And on the Nielsen Show, Oilers assistant coach Paul McFarland expressed his excitement joining the team as well. For the Sharks, Joe Thornton returns as the team's hockey operations advisor and player development coach, while in Toronto, Typhoid has been placed on waivers for the purpose of contract termination. Staying out east, the Jets have signed Sauce Gardner to a 4-year deal worth over $120 million, $30 million annually, with $60 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. On the court, the Raptors and Nuggets tip off at 6, having a handful of games, including the Blazers meeting the Pelicans while Golden State visits Memphis. Elsewhere, the Fever and Sun meet up while the Mystics take on the Sparks. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
River Creek Resort and Casino on K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Final segment here on EST Afternoons as we come to you live from the William Huff Studios. Afternoon Inbox presented by the River Creek Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour. It's 525 drinks available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 780-218-9999. That is the Afternoon Inbox brought to you by the River Creek Resort and Casino. BBJ says Nurse got paid because he played the same teams 100 times, meaning the bubble. Dixon
one
says
of those teams went to the
Nurse got paid because he played a great 58 minutes in a playoff overtime game. That was against Winnipeg. Remember that one?
Yeah, but again, I don't think that was a great game. He couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Like he got the puck and shot it out and changed. It wasn't a great game.
No, but yeah. JB says Darnell is leaps and bounds better than Kulak, though, boys. Kulak plays against the second and third line. Well, last year he didn't. He played a lot on that second line with Darnell. Right?
Kulak's awesome, man.
Pyro says it's a tough one because he really did have a better regular season, but man, he really crumbles in the playoffs year after year. Yeah. I mean, sure. Jode says the Nurse Bouchard pairing were awful. Yeah, we all know that. They can't go to that. C-Ron, Darnell just needs to take care of his job. They haven't given Darnell a decent right-handed defenseman like Bouchard. Well, he's played with Bouchard, though, so they have. Listen, again, this is not a knock on Darnell. Darnell's a quality NHL defenseman. He's not a top pairing guy. He's just not that guy. He's not a power play guy. He's going to get his points, sure. His greatest thing is his skating. He can play a ton of minutes. He was really good in the regular season last year. He dipped in the playoffs. That's a concern. But I think the frustration part is just his lapses defensively at times. And if Darnell Nurse had 10 points, Joaquin, in 82 games, I wouldn't care if he was rock solid defensively.
Yeah, I think you need him to get more points, but he needs to strike fear into opposing players.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, I got to go up against this guy again. Like, really start making it hard on players, right?
And you might even need him more. There might be more pressure on Nurse because we don't know what Ekholm's going to bring this year. He's getting older, man.
He looked his age in the playoffs, right? But he was hurt.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, he couldn't move.
He's according to the team, he's healthy.
Did I ask you this on air? But I was like, looking back at it and seeing it, and I know because he went in and they won. And I think he got an assist. But Hyman was out. And just looking at him at the start of the series, I just thought maybe you just go back with Stetcher, you know?
Yeah, that could have been a choice for sure.
A tough one. A very tough one.
Because technically, he is your best defenseman. I mean, I know Boucher offensively, but overall, like that guy defends like he's the best defensive defenseman on this team.
You know, but look, so Bouchard has to be better next year.
100%.
Nurse has to be better.
100%.
You have to hope Ekholm finds his normal game.
But not just that, he can stay healthy with all the miles.
I think Wallman, took some big steps.
Yeah.
Got his first playoff games under his belt. Looked I thought he was really good in times during the playoffs. That experience coming forward, playing a full season with the Oilers, I think is going to be good. And Emberson, I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings.
He needs to take a step.
But he was on the rise. He kind of leveled out at a certain point, and the game got a little bit intense for him. But again, there's a guy with finally a solid year under his belt. He's got a 2-year contract, knows where he's going to be over the next 2 years, can really kind of, And
you know what you're going to get with Stetcher.
Yeah, he's the safety valve.
Yeah. You can put him in, and you're not going to feel it too much. But
it's nice to have a guy like that. And although he might not play a lot, he might be in the press box a lot. But when he gets into the lineup, it won't matter how much time he's had off. He'll be able to get right in there and be effective. I think
you won't miss it.
No,
like you won't miss.
But a great tool to have if someone's down.
Yeah, and before we got to Eric, you're saying the Seth Jones comparison, calling him a bust contract, he was on a terrible team, guys, and you have to count that in. He is one man, he's a hell of a defenseman, but he wasn't turning that team around by himself.
Come on, guys, you saw what he did in the playoffs.
Yeah,
all 4 rounds, he was an absolute killer,
absolute killer. So. The Nurse, it hurts, but I mean, I think most of us are over it. It is what it is. He's not the highest paid defenseman on the Oilers anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh boy,
that's wow. Boosh, is he ready for this?
You know what? So much people are like, I can't wait till the Oilers start. I'm good right now. We're gonna do it eventually in September and heading into it, and we're all gonna love it. It's gonna be great because we love hockey and we love watching the Oilers and Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. But after 10 months of straight Edmonton Oilers, I'm good right now. I'm in no rush to get that.
No,
I want to talk about everything else. Yeah. So, Big U, I for one am very excited for a full season of Wallman. Yeah, Wallman impressed me, man. I didn't think he was that good, to be honest, Gager. When you knew the offense, but he's pretty good defensively. He's got some jam, man. He's pretty feisty.
I liked his a little bit more nastiness. He plays on the edge, kind of boils over sometimes, but that's okay.
Let's get to this day in sports history. 27 years ago today, Joaquin Cujo signed a 4-year deal worth $24 million with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, was that when he left?
Oh, it's a sad day.
Yeah.
28 years ago today, Team Canada named Mark Crawford as their head coach for the 1998 Winter Olympics in Nagano. We all know how that turned out.
We should have tackled him when he was putting his shootout lineup together. What? I can't believe that.
Oh, boy. On this day, 40 years ago, the first annual MLB Home Run Derby was held. Dave Parker won with just 6 home runs. What's the guy that won yesterday?
Cal Raleigh?
What's his nickname, though?
Big Dumper.
The Big Dumper.
Got a big bum?
He's got a big bum.
He's got cake.
Oh, yeah. The Big Dumper won it.
Do you watch that stuff?
No. I was saying it yesterday. I back in my teen years and into I was so into that stuff. And
All-Star games and stuff.
Yeah, now I'm like, I'll watch the highlights. I'll know who'll win. I heard the Home Run Derby broadcast was awful last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're trying to reinvent the wheel too much, right? Like they want the ratings and stuff. It's like the NBA's doing a kind of a 2 nations thing.
Yeah. So stupid.
It might be better.
On this day in 1988, A Fish Called Wanda was released in theaters.
So funny.
Classic.
Yeah.
For the guy that speaks
John
Italian.
Cleese is so, and what's his name?
Who else? Jamie Lee Curtis.
But he plays Dave, married to Phoebe Cates. How can I remember all these other names except his name?
Also on this day, Die Hard was released.
Klein? Die Hard, really?
Yeah.
It got released now?
Yeah.
That was a Christmas movie.
Also on this day, let's see if you know. If you don't know me by now.
You could ever know me.
Who sings it?
No idea.
Simply Red.
Simply Red.
Was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
When?
1989.
Ooh. I don't think there were even CDs back then, was it?
No, just tape cassettes, man.
LPs?
Cassette tapes. Did I say
cassette
tape
tapes? What did you say?
Tape cassettes? Cassette.
Tape cassettes.
Oh. Wow.
Do you like Die Hard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And it's National Gummy Worm Day. What's your favorite candy of all time?
I don't know what you just said, but
gummy worm.
Gummy worm. Yeah.
Kevin Kline is the name.
Kevin. Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Kline. He's hilarious in that.
Yeah, he's good. My favorite candy are the sour keys, the big ones that come in like a little cup.
I like
5 of them.
Yeah. I like those ones. I don't mind. I like the sour worms.
The sour worms.
Yeah.
Interesting. We had a lot of nerds here.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And some Starburst. You remember the Fizz?
Fizzes, yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are all right.
You know what I like? 7-Eleven 7-Eleven has them, and it's like they package them themselves, just an assortment of sours.
Yep.
That's my go-to.
That's good. When you go to Superstore sometimes and you spend too much money and they give you a free thing or whatever the prize is.
Yeah.
So it was like a kind of like Halloween candy. It was a box of like Kit Kat and Arrows and Mirage and Smarties. And I never buy that stuff, right? But I did. And I didn't know my wife, because there were some full bars in there too. And they had Big Turks. That's a terrible chocolate bar.
It's not very good.
I can't believe people actually eat those things. But a Mirage bar. I used to have them way back when.
Mirage bars are a game changer, bro.
But they're like Aero bars. But my wife never had a Mirage bar. And she devoured this thing. She goes, that was really great. Like, we've never had a Mirage bar before?
Yeah, man. They're good.
I like them.
They're good. Straight chocolate, man.
Yeah, it's like fluffy. It's bubbly.
Yeah. All right. Well, gonna get some sours on the way home. Do you like wine gums?
Used to. You know, the best place when like Swedes, I don't know how all their teeth don't fall out because there's goodies shops on almost every corner where it's all bulk and it's all candy. And you just go in there, fill a bag up. They're everywhere.
Big Uke says Swedish berries slap.
Yeah, those are all right. But if you're ever in Sweden, like it's amazing how many candy stores there are. They're everywhere. Goodies.
All right, we got to get out. It's been a fun show. Big shout out to Peter Aubry, Oilers' new goaltending coach. He was excellent. Heat and Smoke with Koob. And Eric Fawcett, Singer's assistant coach. He was also excellent. It's been a fun show. Talked about Nurse and Kulak. Had some fun. And now it's time for the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. They'll take you home right up until 6. For Koob, for Joaquin, I'm Hernan saying enjoy your Tuesday. Ciao.